Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, good people. Welcome back to our channel. Despite the Supreme Court verdict on Rivers State crisis, which unfortunately didn't go in favor of similarly Fubara, which has left Wike's team and CAM rejoicing all day, Fubara seems very unperturbed as he has taken a very strong move, which he had given out as a full announcement for 10 days. It's quite unbelievable what he's intending to do now that they have even held back money from him. You don't forget that one of the verdict was that there won't be money paid to the Federation account until he aligns with the presentation of budget and all of that. But apart from that also, before we give you full details of that, his next move, we're going to share with you what the political analysts have rolled out as a possible implication of the Supreme Court verdict. What will happen afterwards? The impact of it on the development in Rivers State, on the staffers in Rivers State, and also on infrastructural sustainable development. Let's dive into full details. And according to the analysis, it says that Rivers State finds itself at a critical crossroad, caught between the need of the people and the pursuit of advancement. The focus seeking to hinder the progress made after a lengthy period of subjugation continued to exert pressure. The primary responsibility of governance is to ensure the safety and well-being of its citizens. Justice can only be truly served when every individual is treated fairly and equally, receiving what they deserve based on their actions and circumstances, free from bias and favorism. The Supreme Court's recent ruling regarding the withholding of federal allocation to Rivers State and representation of the 2024 budget to Martin Amawale undermines the development initiative implemented by the current administration and may lead to anarchy and a state of emergency in Rivers State. The Supreme Court's decision on restriction regarding Rivers State Fund has far-reaching implications that are intended to hinder ongoing developmental project workers' salaries and essential public service within the state. As the battle for control of Rivers State finances and resources escalates in the coming days, the detractor deliberate implication of this decision will be to reverse progress and hinder development in the state. The key purpose of this political entrenchment is to enable continued manipulation and exploitation of state funds by external forces. The siege on Rivers State epitomized a broader struggle within the Nigerian political system, marked by the ruling party's expansion of the grip on opposition through Moore's power struggle between incumbent and predecessors, culminating in prolonged instability and underdevelopment. The disturbing shift in Rivers State political landscape, precipitated by the Apex Court unanimous decision, may have far-reaching consequences, potentially returning the state to its tumultuous past marked by political intimidation, violence, and destruction. That was his position. But despite what he had painted out there, that there may be possible hindrance for development and that it may stall developmental project and all of that, Fubara himself seems not to be perturbed by this, as he had also commenced another round of project commissioning across the state and beyond. And it will be starting precisely from March 3rd. It should have been a period of mourning for him and trying to see how he can sort out things. But come on, the man has already positioned himself to start commissioning projects, despite the fact that monies won't be coming in again. The big question is, what will the opposition at this point? What will they do? Let's look at a little brief of what his intention is. And according to the special announcement given, he said this is to inform the public that the Rivers State government, under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency Dr. Similarly Fubara, GSSRS, shall commence a new round of project commissioning set to begin on Monday, March 3, 2025, as outlined below. Over the course of 10 days, critical infrastructural projects spanning multiple sectors will be inaugurated, reflecting the administration's unwavering commitment to development, security, and improved service delivery. This commissioning schedule encompasses key projects in housing, firefighting and emergency response, security, healthcare, education, and judiciary welfare across Port Harcourt City, Obiokpo, Kiana, Okrika, LGA, and Bayelsa states. And below is the detailed commissioning schedule. Project commissioning timeline: Monday, March 3rd, Government House staff quarters, which according to the description, it said it's a modern, well-equipped staff quarters for government house personnel, providing a comfortable and conducive living environment. Tuesday will be a state fire service headquarters and firefighting vehicle commissioning. Then on Wednesday, which is the 5th, it will be handing over of helicopter to Nigerian Air Force Obiokpo, strategic boost to national security operation, enhancing aerial surveillance and emergency response capability. Then on Thursday, March 6th, Borokuri Fire Service Station and firefighting vehicles will be given out in Port Harcourt. On Friday, March 7, 2025, also Fire Service Station and firefighting in Obiokpo will also be commissioned. Construction and furnishing of the palaces and residence of Obiokpo Monarch will be commissioned on Monday, March 10, 2025, a befitting palace for the traditional ruler of Okpo Kingdom, preserving cultural heritage and fostering community leadership. And then also on Tuesday, March 11, George's Quarter in Akasa Street in Port Harcourt will also be commissioned. March 12 will be Bori General Hospital. It also will be commissioned. And then on Thursday, March 13, Okrika Grammar School, Okrika, will be commissioned. Friday, March 14, furnishing, equipping, and electrification of the Nigerian Law School, Yenagwa Campus, Bayelsa State, will also be commissioned, ensuring a conducive learning environment with modern amenities, infrastructure, and stable power supply for lost children. This is in line with our administration our commitment to sustainable development. These projects align with the government's commitment to infrastructural development, security, education, improved public service, and all of that. And that was signed by the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Communication. But so many questions to be answered at that point. There's so much to talk about right now because we don't know how safe the commissioning will be. Already we heard that because of what was rolled out, in the Supreme Court, Obiokpo was locked down. Immediately the police jumped into action, locked down Obiokpo local government area, even when they have not received. Because ordinarily, if Supreme Court have issued such a thing, the security apparatus, in Rivers State would have waited until it has been handed down to them before they now kickstart action. But come on. Because I don't know, some people believe it's because certain persons are involved. But however, that's not even the issue. What will the situation look like from the 3rd, when the commissioning will take place? Would they allow Governor Similare Fubara to continue with it, or will it be looked upon as a kind of misspending for this administration, looking at the fact that, whatever, according to them, he had done, ought not to receive any form of recommendation because it was done out of without approval of the State House of Assembly. So many questions to answer there, but however, we're waiting to see how everything will be done, because I know so well that on that particular day, a lot of talking, a lot of speech will be made, but we don't know if it will be as peaceful as expected. We are very hopeful that we won't see a case of state of emergency in Rivers State. We'll leave it there. Let's begin our conversation. What's your standpoint on the fact that despite the Supreme Court judgment, Fubara still move ahead to commissioning and also to do the things he is known best to do, sustainable development, infrastructural development?